Hey everybody, it's me again. Welcome. Me and Seth are going to talk about the Candyman trailer, the Halloween Kills trailer. I know, again. And we're going to talk a little bit of Hellraiser stuff. And Seth is here. Say hello to the fine folks that are going to watch this or are
Hello to all
watching.
the fine folks that are watching our show tonight.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna try playing the Halloween Kills trailer and the Candyman trailer without sound because we'll get shut down for that. But play it a little bit, kind of discuss what's going on, what we think's going on, and then Seth, We're gonna start off talking about the real quick the Hellraiser situation. What's up there, Alex? Hope all is well. So far, so good. A lot of rain. By the way. Okay. So yeah, let's start off talking about the whole. Are you referring to the Fem Pinhead?
Yeah.
If you are new to the show or to the channel, hit the subscribe button always. But I did a video reading people's comments about this. It's on our YouTube channel, so check that out. But go ahead, speak your piece.
I just, you probably seen what I put up on my own Facebook page about it, and I agree with your video that you did with it. I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially if you read the source material. Have you read Have you read the Hellbound Heart or the Scarlet Gospels at all?
No, I actually haven't. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie anymore. I tell people all the time, yeah, I've read that. No, I've never read it. Actually, I've never told anybody that I read it, but no, I've never sat down to read that. I don't even have a copy. I need to get a copy.
Oh, really? Yeah. So I mean, even in the Hellbound Heart, it wasn't the Cenobite leader, which wasn't called Pinhead in that novella. Was the Cenobites in general were genderless, and the leader was described as having a feminine voice, and then in the Scarlet Gospels novel, it's pretty much established that many people have been the Hell Priest. It hasn't just been one person. And then, of course, in the comics, Kirsty becomes the Hell Priest. So it's not really out of the norm, and unfortunately, with the day and age we live in, nothing can be genuine anymore. Everyone has to it has to be woke or not. But I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I'm looking forward to it. I think the interesting thing with that too is because it kind of takes away from the comparison to Doug Bradley. I think if you cast another man for Pinhead, everyone's going to be kind of comparing him to Doug Bradley. Whereas if you cast a female, depending on who you cast, of course, I think people will be maybe a little bit more open to the differences. So
I say Kate Blanchett. I don't think she'd do it, but she does this voice when she plays Galadriel in Lord of the Rings that I think would be really great. When she turns into the Dark Galadriel for a split second in the Fellowship of the Ring, she's just her voice, the way I don't know, it's monotone and it's creepy. I think she would be good, but yeah, I don't mind. I mean, one of the things about Hellraiser is it doesn't have to, when it didn't, except for the first 4 movies, really follow a linear path. And I don't see why it would ever need to. I mean, and if you think about it, Elliot Spencer was what was it? Was World War I, wasn't it? Wasn't he?
I want to say yes. I could be wrong on that.
Well, anyway, he's somewhere around there, and it's like, well, who was the Hell Priest before that? And the comics even touch on that, like you said, with Kirsty. I have read a lot of the comics. Actually, one of the characters from Lord of Illusions, Scott Bakula's character, I'm blanking on his name.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Let me look it up because he's actually got a cool name.
The character is also in the
Harry something or other.
Character's also in Scarlet Gospels, and I actually was just listening to the audio of that. What's his name?
Harry D'Amour. Yeah.
Yes, Harry D'Amour. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so I figure they can do whatever they want. I don't think Clive Barker intended on it being a male. It's just Doug Bradley essentially was one of his friends that he'd worked with before, I believe. And that's I think that's how we got Pinhead, isn't it? Something along
Yeah,
those lines.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Doug Bradley was like his
They
old
worked
friend
together, yeah.
from like theater work.
Mhm.
And when you're casting, you have to make that decision who to cast, and he went with a good choice because of Doug Bradley, his his voice and just his appearance.
Became the face of the franchise.
Yeah, even though the character wasn't ever the main character of the franchise, that's the funny part. Pinhead kind of became like an icon with like 3 and 4, where he had a lot more screen time, but if you watch the first 2 movies, he's not in it a lot, or in them a lot. You know what I mean?
He's in maybe 2 scenes in the original movie, I think.
Yeah. Well, because the Cenobites are like, they're sort of like the consequence. They're you open the box, we came. That type of deal. So
yeah.
Cenobites never had like a motive. They're not, agenda driven. You know what I mean? They're just you fucked around. You opened the box, and here we are, bitch.
And we are here for you. Yeah, and that's. I mean, I'm fine. I the one thing I don't want to see is, I don't know how to say it. Part of me wants to see not a Pinhead, but another Cenobite, lead Cenobite, not a female Pinhead. You know what I'm saying? Like something completely different that we've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah,
because the female Cenobite in the original 2 movies, even though it was 2 different actresses, had such a cool look, and something like that, or even what's her name from the 4th movie, the princess,
Angelique.
Angelique, yeah. I think there could be some really cool looks out there if they kind of stay with the same art direction as the original movies, but maybe not make it a Pinhead, but make it a different lead Cenobite and keep Pinhead out of it completely. It doesn't have to be Pinhead, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I don't know. I think there's different ways they can go. And it's not because I'm one of those only Doug Bradley can play Pinhead people. And I know there are a lot of them out there, and that's fine. If that's what you think, then you've got 8 movies to watch Doug Bradley in. But I'm just thinking, like that was one of the things I liked about Judgment was it seemed like it was moving away from Pinhead as the character, as the main character, to the auditor or whatever it was. I can't remember offhand. Yeah. I liked Judgment a lot, actually. I know a lot of people did not like Judgment, but I liked Hellraiser Judgment quite a bit.
Judgment was actually pretty good, and surprisingly, Gary Tunnicliffe was amazing as the auditor. His performance was great.
Was that him?
Yeah.
No shit. Okay. Yeah.
Like writer, director, special effects, makeup, now actor, and he actually nailed it. Like he was probably the most interesting character in that. And I really liked Paul Taylor as Pinhead. I just wish he had a little bit more to do in it.
Well, that's the one thing I wouldn't mind seeing is him come back to play Pinhead again at some point, because I met him shortly before the film was released, or after me. I don't remember. I met him at some point. And, no, it was before, because I asked him to do his Pinhead voice for me. I actually got to talk to him for about a good hour because it was at some convention where there was nobody at. I got to meet him, and he was super nice, and he told me like he's been a big fan of the character in the Hellraiser series for years, and it's it's such an honor for him to play Pinhead, and he did do his voice for me, which I thought his voice was good, and I'm like, well, man, I hope you get to do more of these. He's like, I don't know, because I guess he was like kind of alluding to, but I thought he did a great job. I wouldn't say no to him coming back to play a Pinhead, but Doug Bradley is. How old is Doug Bradley now? 70 something?
I don't know.
I love him, but come on, guys. It's like bringing Robert Englund back is another thing, Let these guys take their retirement. Doug Bradley is 66 years old, and he's not the same size as he used to be.
And that's what a lot of fans don't seem to kind of understand. These guys, they're getting older. They don't want to spend 3-4 hours in a makeup chair.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the day, and then have to deal with it at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's time to kind of move on from them. I mean, these are iconic characters, much like, these behind me. And I really believe that, anyone could play. I mean, obviously, we would all want the right person to play them, but I think the characters go a little bit beyond just the actors. And there's no replacing Doug Bradley
No.
as Pinhead or Robert Englund as Freddy. There's
And that's why I think it would be safer to not use a Pinhead. You know,
Yeah.
I think just a lead Cenobite as a female would be cool. And it's not going woke. I know a lot of people think that too. It's not that at all. It's not. Just let's see what they do. You know, I mean, let's see what they do. And Freddy and Pinhead are the two characters more than anyone else that are irreplaceable as far as the lead characters as that character, because we got so many great roles. And really, I mean, Robert Englund, Freddy exists in a nightmare, so he could look like almost anything, in my opinion. You know, how do these kids know who Freddy is? He could change his appearance to be whatever he wants it to be. You know, he kind of plays with that in the movies. You know, and
yeah, he's done that. He's you know, Super Freddy in Part 5, and even like the demon looking Freddy in Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah, or Penis Freddy from Part 3. Oh, that was a worm. Hold on. Well, in 4 with the well, even in 3 he was the nurse. In 4, you know, the girl under the air or waterbed. You know, so and Pinhead's a different situation, but I think I think it'd be okay if it was a different Cenobite or a female Pinhead would be cool. Like Kirsty's the whole reason you should read the comic if you ever read the comic of why she becomes Pinhead. It's really cool, rather than just because it's an iconic looking character. I think just it depends on how they become whatever Cenobite they are. It does. I feel like whoever it is, they have to be charismatic though.
Absolutely.
It can't be some bullshit like the guy from Revelations. Just didn't work.
That whole movie was a rush job. But the Hellraiser comics are like, I think some of them are like kind of hard to find, and if they are a little pricey. But if you're interested in them, not to promote another YouTube page, but there is a guy, Mr. H Reviews. He actually put together these really awesome videos where he goes through every single issue, does a dramatic reading of them, and like
that's cool.
And the panels right there, and the camera kind of slowly goes through, and so you get the good shit. Mr. H Reviews. He has a lot of Hellraiser content. That's how I was able to catch up on the Hellraiser comic.
Check him out or check them out, and you know what? If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I just saw 2 people I've never seen on here before. Daniel says he's really looking forward to seeing the new Candyman. I am too, man. We're going to talk about that. We're actually going to pull up the trailer and kind of go through it a little bit with no sound and talk about what we think. And if anybody's wondering, the Candyman movie is a sequel to the first movie. Okay, it looks like it's going to do what Halloween 2018 did to all the other Halloween sequels and push everything else out, which I really like. Farewell to the Flesh.
Me too.
Quite a bit. It's way underrated.
I just love that title.
I do too. Well, it's cool because they explain it right at the beginning of the movie. What I think it's what Mardi Gras means or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, Farewell to the Flesh is a good movie. But I'll sacrifice it for an even better movie. Yeah. Oh, hey, Paul. Okay. Well, you're subscribed then, right? Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about the Halloween kills. I know Seth hits me up. He had to miss me and Nate talking about it yesterday, and I knew this was gonna happen. He's like, "Do you want to do a video tonight?" And I'm like, "I know what you want. You want to talk about Halloween kills." Because Seth is our Halloween expert, if you will. I'm gonna throw quotes on that so you don't feel so, on the spot.
To be fair, I wanted to talk about anything tonight because, like I said, I haven't left the house in like 3 days. I've just been laying around.
Hey, I'm still in my mind thinking it's all about Halloween, buddy. I mean, I would like to do a top 10, but you throw that at me, and my mind starts going like, "What am I going to talk about? What are we going to do?" Yeah. You know how I am about the list. I have to. It takes me a bit to make a list. I'm not like Nate. Oh, you want a top 10 from the 1961 to 1963? Okay, here you go. He'll spit it out within 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I suggested Halloween, because I figured that would be like an easy one. Or at least you would think.
Halloween's easy for me, though.
Yeah.
You want to rank Halloween movies real fast? Let's rank Halloween movies. The worst one, obviously, is Halloween Resurrection.
I agree.
Okay. The next one on my list is Halloween. I'm going to say Halloween 2 from '09.
Okay, I can see
Okay.
that. Mine would be Halloween 5.
Okay, so then Halloween '07. I do not like those movies. There's no secret. Halloween '07 for me after that would be, what is that,
Halloween '07.
8?
Halloween '07 for me.
Okay, then for you, the next one is Halloween 2, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay, I would be 5. So the bottom 4 are about the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so after that, I would say Halloween 6. I love Halloween 6 and everything, but I'd say Halloween 6. Is that right? Am I missing something?
You're missing one, bud. There's one that you don't like.
H2O, yeah.
Yeah.
H2O would be next for me, and then Halloween 6. Okay.
Yeah. H2O for me as well. It's one of those that I like. I loved a lot for many years, but the more I rewatch it, the further down it goes.
Yeah, same here. And I think also the more I watch 2018, even though 2018, I did say it gets worse with every watch, but watching the trailer really kind of changed maybe my mood a little bit. Like I told you guys, I said that when I watch, if this movie could amplify the way I feel about the 2018 movie, and the trailer has already, I just hope the movie delivers. Then after that, after 6 would be 2018. Then what about you? We got 3 left after that, or 4 left after that.
So after H2O will be 6, then 2018.
I like where this guy's brain is. Halloween Part 3 is his favorite. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Fuck yes, man. Fuck yes.
Yeah. The weird thing is when I do lists for the Halloween franchise, I tend to leave 3 out because it doesn't technically belong, in my opinion. Because 3 is basically a standalone movie that's just caught up within the series because they tried something and it didn't work back then. Let's see. After Halloween 2018 would be Halloween. If I have to add Halloween 3, I'm going to put it in. Well, no, you know what? I'm going to say Halloween 4 after that. Then Halloween 3. No, then Halloween 2, then Halloween 3. That's why I don't want to put Halloween 3 in there, because I think Halloween 2 and 4 are my 1, 2, and 3s. Because Halloween's number 1 regardless. It should never be anything other than number 1 if you rank the Halloween movies.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Those are your 3 favorites? Okay. Nothing wrong with that. There's no wrong answer when you make a ranking.
Exactly.
It's all based on how you feel, what you like, and yeah, I think it's just hard to top the original Halloween from 1978. It really is. When it comes to when you're ranking these, now I will say I like A Nightmare on Elm Street better, but that's my personal preference. And you want to watch the trailer?
Sure.
Okay, now I got to turn the sound down. Actually, I'm going to plug my headphones in.
Just real quick,
that's not
my number 2 would be Halloween 3. So it would be Halloween at number 1, Halloween 3 at number 2, Halloween 2 at number 3, and then Halloween 4.
Okay. That's his list is also on the horrorsyndicate.com. I think mine may be. I don't know. It's on Facebook for sure. But
I don't think I did one.
I thought you did. Maybe you did a ranking of the whole series. Something you did in 2019. You did a ranking of all kinds of Halloween stuff. Like I can't remember. It was like a whole big ass list of Halloween. Maybe it was just I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that was in
that.
That was in that big article for the love of Halloween or some shit like that.
Yeah. So if you're watching at home, let us know what your favorite Halloween sequel is in the comments. And we're going to start going through this trailer a little bit by bit. No sound. And we'll pause. It obviously picks up where the last movie left off with the burning building and the 3 Strode women or whatever they are. Not Strode women, are they? What would you call them?
Yeah, so, I mean, that's a great moment, but at the same time, it's a little goofy because what were they expecting? What was Laurie expecting?
Well, who called the fire department?
It could have been anyone. It could have been someone saw the smoke and flames from a distance. Could be someone who
Yeah.
drove by. You know what I mean? But it's like, your plan is to trap them in a house and set your house on fire. You have to expect probably the fire department's going to get called at some point.
Yeah,
That's the only little nitpicky flaw that I have with it.
I have one question. It's towards the end of the trailer about what Laurie's decision making was there. That's a great moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we see a fireman fall through the floor. Let's break this down. And another fireman goes to save his buddy, right? But he gets a surprise. Whose hand does he get? Oh, the Shape. That's such a great seeing him walk out, and he's got that fire pick or whatever that is. I think
halogen bar.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I mean that, and then you see the flames come out around, like behind him. It's like, oh man! And then he just goes to work.
So in that scene where when they show him a little close up and the fire's in the background, he kind of looks like he's like almost superimposed into that image. If you take a look at it, it looks a little funky to me, but. Really? And by the way, I'm not trashing this at all. Like, this trailer had me excited. I watched it like 50,000 fucking times.
So all the views on YouTube are from Seth. Let's go back and I'll see if I can pause it right on that moment. Falls through the floor. That's that scene where she's yelling, "Let it burn," though, man. It gives me chills. Such a great performance from Jamie Lee. This part or when it
right here?
Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of. I mean, they're not going to put him in, in that much danger.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, and I could be wrong. It just looks a little. I don't know if maybe it's just the coloring or what.
Yeah, it looked like the mask is sweating. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it was, man. So brutal, so brutal. Well, let's keep moving. Let's keep going. So yeah, when you get to him fighting the fireman, it always reminds me of Don Shanks. He played Michael Myers in the 5th movie. And the reason why is because Don Shanks talked with Sean Clark from Horror's Hallowed Grounds. If you guys haven't seen it, it should be on YouTube. But he talked to him about a deleted scene that he filmed where outside the orphanage or whatever it was, the place where Jamie Lloyd was staying, he took on a SWAT team as Michael Myers, and it was the most brutal thing ever caught on film, but they cut it out. So watching that, I keep thinking about Don Shanks and the missed opportunity. Probably would have made 5 a better movie.
Did he say that they actually shot it?
Yeah, he said he shot it.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. He also seems like a Looney Tune, so who knows? Now I can't meet him. He'll kill me. Now, is Will Patton's character dead? I don't remember.
It was implied.
But I hope he's not, because I love him. What about that? Is that a Christmas sweater? Seriously?
Yeah, so, and that's the thing. I see actually a lot of people, I saw a post about it today on a Halloween fan group of people kind of laughing about it and are confused by it, but it actually makes sense. I mean, her whole childhood was pretty much ruined because of Laurie's experience on Halloween. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense for her to be like,
I'm jumping
to the next holiday. Halloween doesn't even make sense to me, Yeah,
especially the way she was raised. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, there are Christmas trees and snowflakes on that sweater. I never noticed that, but when they did that mini teaser thing they did in October, that's when I really noticed them. Holy crap, that looks like a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, she wore that in 2018.
Yeah, she did. I didn't notice it the first time when I watched the movies, but seeing it in the trailer again, I was like, oh. But this is a cool shot too. You see the chief or sheriff or whatever he is in the mirror like that. I love Judy Greer, by the way. Now, who is this guy? Now, this was something that I wanted. For a second, I thought this was Anthony Michael Hall. Almost looks like him, but to me. But I got 2 things. Why didn't they cast Tom Atkins just for like a quick thing here where he gets beat? Because Tom Atkins doesn't take an ass whooping. That's why. He goes up. Now, is this Borat's wife from the movie Borat?
I've never seen Borat, but that is the caretaker from 2018, the one that showed the podcasters.
Is that her?
Yep, that's her.
Okay. Now,
same actress, same character. Yep.
Okay, so then that's not Borat's wife. look real fast because he comes to America and hires a call girl and takes her back home with him basically. And let's see if it's her. No, it doesn't look. She's in Coming to America, the second new one though. Okay. Anyway, moving on. This is the most brutal stuff I've ever seen. He jams it. I mean, come on. He takes a freaking.
I feel like they should have kept that kill out of the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because that's what going around. People saying they love this cut from Michael stabbing the guy to Jamie stabbing herself. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they showed too much. The only thing I can say about that is we'll see. We'll see if they show too much. Do you guys in the comments think they showed too much in the trailer? That's my number one question. Really, is if you think they showed too much.
I honestly don't think they did. I think there's actually a lot that they left out. But you know, with that whole complaint about they showing too much,
yeah.
You have to understand that trailers are often misleading.
Mm-hmm.
Not every scene's going to be in the movie itself. Everything's out of sequence. You're not getting the context of each scene. You're not getting the full story. So, I don't think it's right to say that you've seen that's the complaint I've seen is I've seen the whole movie already, but you haven't seen the story unfold.
Well, think about the Avengers movies. They do that all the time. I mean, it looked like the Hulk was in Infinity War, and he wasn't. It turned out he was in the Hulkbuster suit. Right. So, yeah. Somebody agrees with you. Yeah, they overdone it. Yeah, I think that might be up to whoever. But, I mean, really, we're going to have probably a good, 100-minute movie. Because Halloween 2018... because it was delayed, 2018 was an hour and 45 minutes, so I'm expecting this to be around the same time. So this is only 2 minutes, and it's all out of sequence, so we have no idea what all is going to happen. And one of the makeup people said this is the most people ever killed in a Halloween movie. So yeah. Well, there's still some things missing from that teaser from earlier, from October. Mm-hmm. Why did they let her keep that knife?
Yeah.
Like her, yeah. I didn't notice that last time. The woman dressed up as a nurse or whatever, he just tossed her with the car.
Who, by the way, to Halloween fans, is not Julian's mom.
Oh, the kid from
Yeah. I see that so many times. It's just like, it's been confirmed that it's not, but everyone assumes it is because I guess because they're black. But if you watch Halloween 2018, pay attention to the exterior of the house when her and her husband are leaving, and pay attention to the house when Hawkins arrives at Julian's house after Vicky is killed. They're completely different locations. Continue. I'm sorry.
Hold on 1 second. One second. Yeah.
The house when Hawkins arrives at.
Facebook is trying to shut us down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though there's no sound. That's fine. We'll keep going. We'll see what happens.
Fuck Facebook, man.
Yeah, Facebook stops you from doing anything anymore. There's the Halloween 3 masks, which is the cause of a big meme going around right now. Wait a second. Who is that? Who's she yelling at? I saw somebody's face that... Oh, that's Tommy and Ryan.
Yep.
Oh, so they'll be able to talk to each other.
Yep.
I wonder if Facebook would be... Now, this looks like he doesn't have a mask on. I wonder if Facebook would be happier if I made this smaller. How about this, Facebook? No, there it's smaller. Now Seth's gone. Jesus. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't have a mask on right there, right?
Yep.
And I like that you get to see head. Now that right there shows Michael Myers how he lived. So we see how he escapes and how he survived the fire, because that's one of those rolling doors that she has all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody reported us probably. And that scene right there, everybody should know. as a straight callback from the original movie. And she gets her fucking hair ripped out. I wonder if she's gonna die. Is that Lindsay right there?
Lindsay's the one that gets choked. Yep.
Okay. Get a nice look at the mask, the left side that looks like it's gonna be burnt up a little bit. By the way, YouTube lets us do this. Facebook.
I've seen reaction videos all the time. I don't understand Facebook's problem.
Yeah. Okay, so this is interesting here. She's not going to die. Right?
No, yeah. I don't think so.
That's a cool scene because especially when he comes down with the knife, it looks like he actually followed through. And that right there, ooh. If that doesn't give you chills, if that doesn't get you prepared, I don't know what will. Who's going to be there opening night? I know I will. Luckily, my kids, they like these movies. They watched the trailer with me, and they were immediately wanting to watch Halloween 2018, and we did. So, fuck you, Facebook. Dicks. Let's see. Yeah, Def opening week. We'll be doing a show. We're going to do a show as soon as we can, talking about the movie. Halloween 2018 was not as good as I thought 3 years ago. It has issues. This looks like another level. Like in a good way? On another level in a good way? Is that what you're saying? Because it does. And like I've been saying for a while, I wonder if it's because I'm doing it from. I'm confused. I don't understand. Somebody did. I think somebody fucking. Son of a bitch. Some asshole. There. I don't know why there's so many nasty people out there. Anyway, I think I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I think this is going to enhance the way I feel about the 2018 movie. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I think it will too, because I mean, especially by the time we get Halloween Ends, we're gonna have the full picture, and we're gonna be able to look at 2018 and see it as, you know, the beginning of this chapter, and it'll maybe certain things will make more sense. I don't know, but like with Sean's comment there, I think that's a lot of what a lot of people feel like. You know, when I first saw it, I fucking loved it. Me and my friend, we had a 45 minute.
Keep talking. I'm going to pull up the posters side by side because I think they look great. Go ahead.
Yes. A bit like when I first saw Halloween 2018, you know, me and my friend, we had a 45-minute drive back to my house, and we were just so excited talking about it. And then after seeing it multiple times on Blu-ray, it's my opinion's kind of dropped a little bit. And I mean, it's the same with you too, right, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, for me, every time I watched it, I was like, I like this less and less. Yeah. But I don't know. I think I like it a little bit more after seeing this trailer.
I still enjoy it. I still watch it all the time. But I'm just not as big on it as I was when I first watched it opening weekend like 3 times.
Yeah, this is interesting. Alex says, when the shape has the knife towards Laurie's granddaughter, Allison, it looks like he's getting hit from behind instead of thrusting. It also could be something like with in Star Wars: A New Hope, when the Sand People are shaking their gaffy sticks. They're not actually doing that. They just raise it up and then they make it move in the movie in post. That could be just something they did for the trailer. So who knows? That's a good catch, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the whole town is after Michael in this one, so it's very possible he could be getting hit from behind by someone else.
I think Sean says, kill Laurie, please. I bet she'll be dead by the end of the 3rd movie. I don't think she'll die in this one. I think her daughter's going to die in this one. Yeah, the music in the trailer was fantastic, and I hope it's on par. Is Carpenter doing the music?
Yes, he is.
So it should be on par with the 2018 movie. Which was fantastic. I don't think that gets mentioned enough. The 2018 Halloween score is I don't want to say it's better than Halloween, but man, it's damn good. It's the best one since Halloween 1978. John Carpenter's Halloween, as Seth always makes sure to credit it as.
I think that's something that like people can agree across the board on. Like even the people who hate 2018 is that the score is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. It's fantastic. And that's one of the things I will say about like people knock the Star Wars prequels. The score in all three of them are so good. But I mean, I like them for the most part.
Yeah.
But Attack of the Clones score is really, really good.
It is actually.
Yeah, there's the thing about this trailer that I really like. There are a lot of goosebump worthy moments. Her yelling "Let it burn," that got me. Her talking about, him getting stronger. I can't remember the line exactly. Gave me chills when I heard that. It's just, and then the musical beats. It's like, fuck, this movie is gonna hit on every level. I think. There's gonna be a lot of brutality. There's gonna be some great musical cues that are gonna make them pop a little bit, like they like to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. It's too bad we can't all watch this together.
I know, right?
If Nate didn't have such a short time, I'd like to do a live commentary in 2018, like we did with. Did we do a commentary on 78? The original? I can't remember. I could
ask that earlier, and I honestly don't remember.
Nobody replied to me when I asked that. I'm like, come on, guys.
Well, I think we were planning to, because we were planning on doing a Halloween show at the end of October last year.
Yeah, so let me see here. I'm in October. We did that's me doing a video.
But I had to work, and then Nate, I think Nate was doing something else, something like that. Because for a bit, it was like you and Keith kind of jumped on. You guys talked for a little bit.
That was on Halloween, yeah.
Yeah.
We did talk about the movie on October 29th, the Immortal Classic. But no, I don't think we did. We did the Rob Zombie movies. We talked about, my Lord, we talked about a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't think we did a commentary for it. So, because I'm setting up. If anybody's interested, we do commentaries once in a while where we sit down. You guys pop in the movie, we pop in the movie, and we'll sit there and talk about the movie while it's playing. And we just did Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, which was awful, awfully fun. But I want to do that for Halloween 1978. So the shape returns on my phone. Sweet. John Williams can do no wrong. A bit annoyed. I thought Tony Todd was in the new movie, and looks like he ain't. Still excited for Candyman. Kills. Carpenter said best 70. What? So, okay, you're talking about Candyman. Tony Todd not being a Candyman. He's in that, isn't he?
He is. It's not going to be like a major role.
No, he'll be there, but yeah.
From what I understand, and from what they kind of imply in the trailers, that there are multiple different Candymen out there. There's a whole, I guess, a hive, they call it. Yeah. So it does kind of suck that, Tony Todd isn't the Candyman of the movie. I totally get that disappointment there.
Yeah.
But, he's another one getting up there in age, and I just hope we do get at least a little bit of him instead of just a cameo in the new one. We'll see.
The one thing, at the end of Candyman. Well, okay, so are we done talking about Halloween?
It's up to you if you want to segue.
No, we're jumping into that because Sean said something. We're going to talk about Candyman in a minute. Because is there anything else you want to say about Halloween? Anything you guys got to say about Halloween before we wrap that up and move on to Candyman? Got to space out my saying Candyman. I got a mirror right here. I can't say it, all in a row. Got to wait. I know. I figured out what you meant. Sorry, man. I misread it. Yeah. He's saying it's the best Halloween. Well, we'll see. I'm hoping it is. Halloween. So this is the thing I'm curious about with the Loki show. I don't know if you've seen the Loki show. They talk about that perfect timeline. Alex, what do they call that? I keep forgetting what they call it. The timeline, the main timeline. He'll tell me what it is, but they talk about that perfect timeline. So I'm wondering if this is going to replace. I think most people's perfect timeline for Halloween is 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. I think that's the one because I know there's like Renee Rivas who did the Spirit of Haddonfield short film, Sacred Timeline. Thank you, Alex. He prefers the H2O route because Halloween at this point is a pick your own adventure series, which is kind of fun. The Sacred Timeline. Oh, Alex, yes, it does. So, can't wait to see it. So, is this going to become the new Sacred Timeline? Is my thing, like, because after ends, I'm hoping this is the end of the Halloween period to where they're gonna, if they want to do anything else, they're going to have to reboot it. So, my question to everybody out there is: this going to be your preferred timeline, or are you going to be a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, or a H2O timeline person? Or my preferred timeline, Halloween 3, and it's over.
Because there are so many different timelines and is the choose your own adventure, and fans are so different in their taste, you're not going to find very many fans who all have the same exact rankings. For me, though, the Sacred Timeline for me is the Loomis saga. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6.
So we'll call that the Loomis saga. The Loomis timeline is the 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. H2O is obviously H2O and ends with resurrection. I can't imagine that's anybody's chosen timeline. And then the new one, I guess, what would we call that? The Carpenter timeline? Because he's producing. He produced 2 also. And I guess he's a producer on all of them, really. So what would we call this timeline? The 2018 timeline? Because it all takes place in 2018. More than
I would call it the Laurie Strode timeline.
The Strode timeline? The Laurie Strode timeline? I can't.
And you could call 1, 2, H2O and Resurrection the sister timeline. But, Dr. Loomis is pretty much...
Yeah, but she's still his sister in 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, the Loomis timeline, so...
Yeah, but, she's only in 2 movies. When I look at 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, I don't think of Laurie Strode, per se. I think of Loomis. But, I was going to say, Loomis is pretty much one of my favorite horror characters ever. And I feel like he's a much more interesting character than Laurie Strode ever was.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I'm a Loomis guy. So I mean, I think that's why that timeline is always gonna be my favorite.
What if they recast Dr. Loomis and they do an actual Halloween 3? We've never had that as a title except for Season of the Witch. What if they made Halloween 3 the Return of Loomis or something like that, but they recast him? Instead of, we're not going to have a reboot Halloween again. In 2031, we're going to release Halloween 3, and it's going to take place in 1984 or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting around now. They will never stop making Halloween movies as long as they can make money. Halloween is a cash cow.
No, the Accods will never let it die.
No, it will not.
It's their bread and butter.
Exactly. It is literally their bread and butter. It's just if it weren't for the lawsuit, we'd probably have 4 or 5 more Friday the 13th movies at this point. Jason will never die. You don't think?
They had so many opportunities after the 2009 remake to do Friday the 13th movies in between the lawsuit.
I know what you mean. No, I mean so in 2017 they released that game, and Friday the 13th fever got to a all new high, and people were going crazy. That's why there's so many fan films, I think, not because of the game exactly, but it did bring our Friday the 13th back to the forefront. And I do think from that point on, we could have at least 2 more movies by this time if there wasn't a lawsuit. I still think it's hilarious that Halloween's going to get its 13th movie before Friday the 13th.
Yeah, well, but that's the thing, though. I don't know why they pussyfooted around it, because one of the scripts that got developed, I think it's from the writer of Prisoners, if I remember, if that's the right script I'm thinking of. It would have been a great Friday the 13th movie, but they never moved forward with it.
That's a shame, because they have a fan that's ready and waiting.
Yeah, they had so many scripts, to choose from. They had plenty of opportunity to make several movies after the 2009 movie, even if it wasn't connected to the 2009 movie. Especially one of them, one that I read, I have to actually find it and reread it and maybe break it down again. But I thought it was fantastic, and I was like, why did they not move forward with this? But I don't think Sean Cunningham's the best person for Friday the 13th. Just my opinion.
Well, we should kill him with fire. Not garbage in the remake. To be fair, Loomis just a poor rehash of 70. I don't know. I thought they cast that well. The remake Loomis.
It was just it was a missed opportunity, mainly because of Rob Zombie's terrible writing.
Yeah, it was.
Malcolm McDowell was an awesome actor. He would have been great as Loomis.
Actually, when I found out he was cast as Loomis, I was like really excited about that. I was like, holy crap, they're not messing around with this movie. And I was disappointed with it, of course, but he was one of the standouts for me as Loomis. Let's take a look at we're going to move on from Halloween and talk about Candyman. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the trailer. Facebook, just to let you know, we're pulling up the trailer for Candyman, and we're going to show it on screen. We're going to keep it kind of small, and there will be no sound, so that shouldn't be a problem. And me pausing it shouldn't be a problem. Come on. Stupid.
Fucking Facebook, man.
They're really like touchy these days. They've been taking down old videos of ours on the Horror Syndicate's Facebook page.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from like 4 or 5 years ago. It's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
It's there. I keep getting these alerts. You have a something violation. I'm like, fuck you. That's from 4 years ago.
I've actually been seeing that multiple times where people are talking about how they're getting like some sort of like thing from Facebook about something they posted fucking years ago.
We don't own the rights. Yeah, absolutely. We do not own the rights. Yeah, they should know that. But listen, we're not Universal. We don't own the fucking rights. Come on, Facebook. Grow up. All right. Here's the Candyman trailer. No sound except for my voice. So is this a flashback to Anthony growing up as a kid? Is that him? Because that looks like, is that Cabrini Green in the background? Look at the cop cars are old.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I liked about this was all this in the trailer. I thought this was super cool.
It's a nice artistic touch.
Yeah. See, I don't know what I'm more excited about, this or Halloween Kills, because you get 2 trailers of this caliber in 1 week. I mean, it makes it feel like this is an amazing time in horror. So yeah, so they're telling another origin story for Candyman in this, right? So that is now the question I have is the origin story that we learned from was it Farewell to the Flesh, is that just completely gone now? Because I have to rewatch the first movie to remember the ponytail guy, if he told the story or not, the way it was told in Farewell to the Flesh, where he was a slave in love with
I honestly think that that one still stands as it pertains to Tony Todd's version of Candyman. But they're talking about a different Candyman here. Like I said, it's definitely implied in this trailer, and I've seen some stuff about it online. But there are different Candymen, just like there's different. There we go.
Yeah, we do not own the rights.
Just like there's different Hell Priest and Hellraiser.
Right. And well, I'm hoping that he becomes Candyman at some point somehow. I think that would be fantastic.
I think that's where it's leading to.
You think it is? Or
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I hope so, because first of all, I like that actor. He plays Black Manta, and he was really great. He's got a great look. He's a big dude, Big voice as well.
If you remember in the first trailer that they had for this, there was a scene where he was like approaching a mirror, and as he was moving his hand forward, another hand that was similar was coming. It had a hook on the hand.
Right, and then his hand is jacked up too. Yeah. Is that his mom?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh man, she looks good for almost 30
maybe
years.
That wasn't her. Maybe that's.
It looks like her. I mean, she was super young originally, so it could be her.
I think it was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same actress too, I believe, right?
Yeah, they did get the same actress for sure.
Yep.
I am so, and then she's stopping him from saying Candyman. So that's what, she knows about what happened almost 30 years ago. There's just so much about this trailer to unpack that it's kind of hard to. I cannot wait to see this movie. See, did you see his hand is all burnt up? Is that from when he was a baby?
It's very possible, right? Yes. I guarantee you that's what that is.
If I can pause.
Remember, Helen was kind of crawling out of a fire carrying him.
Yeah, and
unless something happens in this movie, I don't know, but it would be logical.
Yeah, his wrist is burnt. Oh man, I can't really wait. Yeah, see, now he's picking at it, and that's the same hand that Candyman has his hook on. This is gonna be good, dude. This is gonna be so good. Waiting for an alert from Facebook. If we had more subscribers to our YouTube channel, I wouldn't go live on Facebook. That's the honest truth.
We got to work on that.
Yeah, we're at 700. Let's get to 14,000 like we are with our Facebook page. Yeah. All right, so Candyman trailer we didn't spend as much time on. It looks so freaking good, man. I'm stoked about that.
I'm actually really excited about the fact that they went with the approach of using the baby Anthony McCoy as the main character in this. So I think that was such an awesome angle to take.
Well, it's perfect because he's like 30, basically 29, 30, because it took place in early 90s. 92 is when Candyman came out. Sean, you say everything is garbage, it seems like. Seriously. Listen, Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh, wait till after you see Candyman 2021. By the way, I hate that they don't use subtitles or 2 or something like that. This is driving me crazy. I fucking hate that Halloween started this precedent. And yes, Halloween did. Halloween 2018 should have been called Halloween Returns or something else, not just Halloween. Now Candyman's doing it, and this is what's confusing people. Because when I did the show that I did with this before, people were asking, is this a sequel or is this a remake? It's like, fuck, studios, get your shit together and call this Candyman Returns or something like that.
Yeah, they made the same mistake with the Thing prequel from
exactly
2011. And it's like so many people missed out on it. It's like, I hate when they do that, because I don't mean to sound like a dick, but there are so many fucking idiots on the internet.
There are
who are going to look at the title and assume, hey, it's a remake, but it's not.
I'm tired of remakes. Who was that we had that always bitched about remakes? There was somebody that followed us on Facebook that all they did was bitch about remakes. Rain something or other.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, he not on our videos, but like anytime we do brackets on the Horror Syndicate's Facebook page where we do matchups. Fun. I'll show you guys what the matchups look like real fast. If you don't go to our Facebook page, you'll never see these. But we do every now and then. Oh, maybe I don't have any. Hold on, let me see if I have any. I have a bracket. I can show that. But anyway, we do these brackets, and if I do a full remake bracket, well, I won't be voting on this because I hate brackets. So every now and again, we do these brackets where it starts off with 2 movies facing each other. Everybody votes using emojis, and then the winner, whoever has more votes, moves on. Obviously, Aliens kicked ass in this bracket. Actually, Halloween 2 ended up winning the whole thing. But, well, I don't think it deserved it.
Halloween 2 beat Aliens?
Yeah. No, Final Chapter beat Aliens. When you get something like Friday the 13th or Halloween, those two are juggernauts and they're hard to beat. And it's almost any of them is hard to beat. But yeah, we do these every March, every July, and every October. So we'll be doing one here soon. There's March Madness, bracket 2. You see subspecies up there, and we do just about anything. It's a lot of fun. So if you're not a fan of the Horror Syndicate on Facebook, and you're interested in doing something like this, head on over. We will be doing this very soon, July 4th. I'm not sure what we're doing yet because I'm the one who sets them all up and does all the heavy work, the heavy lifting. But it's my pleasure. I enjoy it. Now here we go. Here's the remakes one. I think it's remakes versus originals. Revenge of the Remakes. You can barely read them, but yeah. So anyway, check us out on Facebook if you're watching us on YouTube and you've never been to our Facebook. If you're watching us on Facebook, go subscribe on YouTube so we don't have to fucking do this on Facebook where these guys are a bunch of assholes because they try to block everything. It's not like we're showing a bunch of fucking political bullshit. And we're not even using the sound.
Yeah, right. I was specifically talking about you, Keith. Just kidding, buddy.
Yeah, Sean, the third Candyman is not good. That is true. That is garbage. But the second one, Farewell to the Flesh, is good.
I agree with you on that one, Ray.
Remakes are great because young people don't like the originals because they feel dated to them. You know, it's funny you say that. My son hates The Exorcist because he says it's a snooze fest. But I showed him, like, I've been showing him movies like we watched Sinister last night. And then he loved Sinister. He loved the Conjuring flicks. He loves Insidious. He says Insidious might be his favorite horror movie, but he can't get on board with The Exorcist. Calls it a snooze fest. And I think that's a conversation we've had before about older movies feeling outdated to these younger people, these youths, if you will, like Keith. Well, but Keith's different. He's an odd duck because he likes some of this older stuff.
Well, I mean, you got to think too. Times have changed. Everything's instant now. No one can seem to stomach a slow burn or like a buildup of story and suspense. You know, it has to be go, 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 you know? Yeah,
that's true. It's true. So anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the stuff we've got coming up. It's like, yeah, please give me more. We got a lot of cool stuff horror-wise coming out in the next few months, and Halloween and Candyman are the tip of the iceberg because there's still movies that I think haven't gotten a release date. Let me look here. I know there was one. We've gotten Spiral. We've gotten a New Wrong Turn movie. The Conjuring sequel was okay. The Quiet Place 2 was fantastic. There's some movie called Gaia or something like that. That's supposed to be, or it's out or something. I don't know.
I saw that the Death Curse Society guys were doing a review of it or something.
Yeah, those guys. I'm surprised they haven't talked about Halloween yet. Halloween Kills, because that's like the biggest thing right now, and they're looking for subscribers too. Why not talk about the biggest thing that's going around the internet right now?
I'll tell you that's how you get subscribers is you put out Halloween content.
Right, Halloween content. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Halloween again. No, but that's true. I mean, like
all day.
To get subscribers, that's and followers, you kind of have to do what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, I hated black and white movies. How do you feel about them now?
He answers that right below it.
Oh, I love them now. There we go. The Exorcist, I don't think is scary, but a good movie. That's fair.
Yeah,
totally fair.
I agree with that.
Yeah, at this point, I do. Antlers, that's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Keith. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. I will say when I saw this the first time, I was 19, and they released and this was 1999, of course. They released the version you've never seen before, which now is the only version. Well, not the only version; it's the main version. I think people watch. And I saw it in a theater with not very many people, and with the surround sound of the theater really works because you can hear different things going on behind you, and you're in the middle of the theater, and especially when it's an empty theater, you're like, oh my God, what is that? It was very creepy. Some great moments in that movie. It's so sad. I guess it is kind of sad.
You know, I don't think that you necessarily have to find a movie to be scary in order to enjoy it. There's so many, because one of the things that I don't find scary about The Exorcist is because I don't believe in that type of stuff. So, but I still recognize it as a good movie. I don't have to be scared to enjoy a movie.
No, and that's something about horror. I think some people is a misconception. Horror is a genre because it has scary movies in it, but it's not necessarily something that's going to scare you. I can't tell you anything that. I mean, there's movies like It Follows kind of stuck with me. The Autopsy of Jane Doe stuck with me, you know. But they didn't. I mean, I don't think I've been scared in years. You know, I remember being scared of movies back when I was younger, but like I don't like my kids watched. My daughter's 7, my son is 12, and they watch all this stuff and they're fine. They haven't been scared of anything. Sinister at the beginning of the movie shows a family being hung.
Yeah.
you know, at the very beginning of the movie by an invisible force. It's like they took that and they were fine with it, you know? Maybe I'm just a bad parent.
Well, I mean, you got to think too how much the horror genre has grown and evolved over the years, and how the audiences have grown and evolved and become more desensitized. Like,
Yeah.
you know, back in the day, you know, these movies here scared audiences.
Oh yeah.
And throughout the years, we kept upping the ante, and now it's the point where nothing is like full on scary anymore. Everything is subjective. It depends on what scares you. You know. So
Halloween 2 scared me originally, but it was mostly when Bennett Tramer got hit by the car trick or treating. He was drunk, but you know, whatever. It scared me because we were getting ready to go out trick or treating. I mostly mean watching the mother go through the whole. Yeah,
poor bastard died before he got to Bone Lorry.
Yeah, it's true. He did. And if you missed our show on Thursday, we talked about the 3 Jaws sequels. Those are not scary at all. But I did connect Jaws 4 to Halloween. So I'm just, you're missing out if you're not watching our Thursday night show. Jaws 4, Jaws of Revenge, and Halloween are connected. It's all connected. Halloween 2 especially. Because Laurie's husband went in the Witness Protection Agency, and now he lives in the Caribbean, and he's a Brody. Bam. Just saying. Anyway. So, man, how excited? Okay, I know you're excited about Halloween Kills. I want all you guys who are out there watching on YouTube or Facebook. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you? And you guys answer too about Candyman 2021. Seth, how excited are you? And I'll tell you how excited I am on a scale of 1 to 10.
I would say 10. I love the original Candyman. I love Farewell to the Flesh. And, you know, part 3 was awful. I don't even think I finished part 3. It was that bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm really looking forward to the new Candyman. I'm glad that Candyman is coming back. It's got Jordan Peele behind it to give it a little bit more, you know.
I'm still here.
A little bit more quality to it than.
Look, Candyman 3 is so bad I never opened it. It's never been opened. It's sealed. Yeah, it even has the security thing.
Yeah.
And look at the stretched out image on the back. That's awful. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I think Keith said 10, Paul said 9, Alex says 10, Sean says 10 for Kills and 8 for Candyman. Okay, cool. You know, and Sean, do me a favor, man. Wait to see Candyman Farewell to the Flesh. Check it out for sure. Give it a shot, because that's the biggest thing. You got to give movies a shot. But wait till after you see the new Candyman, because I'm curious, you know, like somebody who get to see Candyman and then Candyman. Oh, come on, people. Candyman Returns. I'm calling it Candyman Returns. Fuck that shit. But so yeah, let us know what you think of it. For me, I think I'm going to say a 10 for Candyman. Absolutely 100%. I rediscovered Candyman in like 2015 or 2016 when I started the Horror Syndicate, because I kind of just let it go. It's like, oh, whatever, a new slasher guy, you know? And then when I saw it in 2016, I was like, holy shit, this movie is deep. And I loved it. Tony Todd's performance is magnificent.
I didn't realize how beautiful it was. Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
I said, like, when I first watched Candyman, like when I was a teenager, I didn't like. I enjoyed it, but I didn't realize how beautiful of a movie it was. You know, just watching it a few years ago again for the first time, and I'm like, from the score to the shots to the performance.
Yes, it is a sequel to the original. The score, by the way, doesn't get enough credit for Candyman.
I like how they
incorporated into the.
I like how they included it in the beginning of the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope it's played throughout, because the score is hauntingly beautiful. It really is. A bad horror movie is still better than a non-horror movie. I just ordered Candyman 2. Hey, I love it, man. I love it. It's a really good follow up. It's not really even the follow up that Bernard Rose, who directed Candyman, wanted, but I like it. It's different. It gives you a little bit more of his origin for that timeline. Now that we get another Candyman timeline. Okay, so Halloween Kills. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, the cool thing with Candyman Farewell to the Flesh is that Clive Barker was involved with that movie. He co-wrote the script, I believe, and he also produced, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So, you know, it's not as good as Bernard Rose's movie, but it at least is connected. At least it has the original author, you know, from The Forbidden, which is what the short story was called.
Yeah.
So him being involved, it's telling. Candyman 2 is a good movie.
Yeah. So I can't wait. That comes out in August, so that's like right around the corner, essentially. What is it, August 18th or something like that?
I thought it was like 20 something. Or I think it's Suicide Squad.
August 6th is Suicide Squad.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm pumped about that. 27th, August 27th. Damn. So within like 45 days or so, we're going to get Candyman and Halloween Kills. All right, time to rate our excitement level for Halloween Kills. 10 being the highest, of course. Now, I want to hear from everybody except for Sean because he already told us. There it is. For Halloween Kills, 10 being the highest. How excited are you for Halloween Kills? Seth, I'm not even going to ask you. It's like 107.
It was 108, but you're close.
Oh, sorry. It's that meme of Randy from South Park after he just blew his load all over the place is your rating.
Yep.
I'm gonna say at this point, and this is gonna be, you're gonna think this is me maybe being a bullshitter or something, or troll maybe. I'm gonna say 7. I'm excited about it, but I'm still kind of like, I don't want them to show another trailer. I do not want to see another trailer. So I want to go in where I am right now, how I feel. I'm really excited about it, but I'm at about a 7 on my excitement level. Keith is a 10. I figured Alex is a 10. 7 right now because the trailer showed too much. And Christian Santiago says 100.
You know, 7 is not very low. 7 is actually pretty high. People don't understand that.
Well, I mean, let's go back to October, and even before this trailer hit. When you said the trailer's coming out, I was like, oh, okay. that's how I reacted, actually. You post that, or told us, and I'm like, whatever, we'll see. And then I saw the trailer, I'm like, holy. I mean, you can watch my reaction on our YouTube channel. We have it on the Horror Syndicate on YouTube. I was blown away, and I was fine with. I was surprised that they showed him getting out and how he got out. But I think that was here, guys. Sorry we made you wait a year. Here's some extra stuff, you know, because really we should be getting ready for Halloween Ends.
That's the funny thing. We would have been anticipating the Halloween Ends trailer and poster right now instead of Halloween Kills. You know, if it wasn't for that fucking COVID.
Yeah, going back to do. I really wish they, just like he said, how cool would it be if they had at least a 3-movie marathon for 2018 Kills and Ends. I'm definitely going to be doing the same thing. I'll watch Halloween and Halloween 2018 right before I go see it in the theater because you got to get that effect. I mean, you can go in and see it cold, but like even Candyman, I'm going to watch Candyman and then go see it in the theater. I did that with Halloween 2018, and I do that with almost every sequel. I watched the one that was before I go see it. I think that's a smart way to do it because you could really not have to sit there and like, well, did he do that in the last movie? You'll know, and maybe not. I don't know.
It's just a great experience just seeing the full story back to back, especially when it's like Halloween Kills, which is picking up immediately where 2018 left off. So that makes it even better. Just like it'd be like going to see A Quiet Place, then A Quiet Place 2. Yeah,
that would have been great too. I mean, I got to see the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy back to back, all extended editions, the day Return of the King came out, and that was the coolest event of my life. And it was also like 12 hours. We got there at noon and didn't leave till 1 in the morning because they had intermissions between each movie. and then the intermissions were like almost an hour because they let us go off campus, if you will. Anyway, it would be cool if they did that with Halloween. I mean, like I said, this could become the sacred timeline for the Halloween series. And I know there's a, like we said before, a pick your own adventure Halloween for the Halloween series, but this could supplant the Loomis movies as the best series for Halloween.
Not for
I
me.
don't think so. I was gonna say I don't think so. I mean, there's something about. I mean, Donald Pleasance was so good as Loomis. It's hard. It's like I like that line in 2018. So you're the new Loomis or whatever Laurie Strode says. Like, nope, that bitch ain't anything like Loomis. I mean, he wasn't obviously, but anyway. Yeah. So, anybody have anything else for us? We're over an hour now. Nate's got to go to work. Oh wait.
It's not Discourse.
No, Discourse is on Thursday. We're going to be talking about Paranormal Activity. Have you watched them again yet?
No, I haven't.
Are you gonna?
I may, or I may just convert back to my ranking that I did for the horrorsyndicate.com. Because I talk about certain things. I have some certain points, I think, in that.
I think they're an extremely quick watch. So I might watch them, or at least the first couple.
So it's like it's one of those franchises where I like them, but I don't love them.
Thank you, Alex. Donald Pleasance had a pleasant presence. That's a tongue twister.
Good one, Alex.
No, I'm not gonna say it. You know what? If I say that five times, he might show up behind me and say I shot him 6 times. So maybe I want that.
What I want is Alex to record himself saying that 5 times fast, and if he messes up, he has to immediately dress up like Kick-Ass.
Oh, well, I thought he was going to do that anyway.
Well, he hasn't done it yet, son of a bitch.
Do it. So, Alex, do a Facebook Live of you doing that 5 times fast, and if you mess up, and this is going to be Facebook Live, you have to do a Kick-Ass cosplay for us. Not for us, but for everybody. Everybody will enjoy that. So anyway, so check us out on Thursday with Discourse. Now, I'm going to bring this up again. Let me bring up our thing, my studio, my YouTube studio. Nope, that's not what I want. I'm trying to do some different things on our YouTube channel, since there's actually a lot of content on our YouTube channel. And I'll just share my screen and show you y'all's. Check them out. Hit the like button. If you don't like them, then don't hit the like button. Hit the thumbs down. Those count just the same. But so obviously this is live right now. But if you look at our videos, we've got a lot of stuff on here from our discussions with Discourse, my reaction, look at my big face, Jesus, Candyman reaction. Now this is what I was talking about. This video here, what I did was I took comments from our Facebook page, and let me find some comments. I'll just look at that. Gorgeous. Anyway. Hey, guess what, YouTube? I own this. I mean, Facebook, I own this. Here you go. So I read it out loud and I react to what our followers are saying. And I'm thinking about doing more, but I'm not sure if people like it or not, because obviously it has 20 fucking views. So I don't know. I think I want to. He's going to do
it. Good man.
What's that?
I think you probably just got to promote it a little bit more.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
But when I saw the view count, man, I was like, but you know,
a lot of people want to get their comments read. They want to see their names. They want to get acknowledged by people. You know what I mean? So I'd imagine they would do well. You just probably got to promote it a little bit more.
Sure, yeah, I need to, because I think it's not bad. It's not like I'm bashing what people are saying at all. It's just I'm commenting on what they say. But yeah, we've got so many. We did the top 25 of the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. I do, when I get movies, I do haul videos. Keith has some videos on here. Seth has some videos on here somewhere.
Yeah, I got to do more. Now that I got my setup, I'll do more.
You got your setup going. This one is a Seth video. That was a live video, actually, about the end of Supernatural. We got a lot of stuff. Yeah, I talk about. Oh, I didn't add a cover to that.
I want to do more supernatural related stuff.
There's a action figure video from Keith. I talk about Italian horror. We have guests every once in a while. So all kinds of stuff. So check out our YouTube page. We're at 700 subscribers. I'd love to get 701 by the end of the year. More than that, but check it out. Let me know what you think. Look, Ken Sagos. We talked to him last year from it was Kincaid from A Nightmare on Elm Street. This was our big. This one has over 5,000 views. How, I don't know. I guess because Scream Factory needs to do a fucking Nightmare on Elm Street. So our number one. Yes, I like our videos, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, that hat is dirty as fuck. Holy shit! You see that hat? We've done how many Halloween Kills theory shows have we done now? There's another video. Yeah, so check us out on, if you're not checking out our YouTube. We got a lot of content on there. A lot of shows. Even the shows even go back to 2016 when we did the Horror Syndicate Live, which was the very first show we ever did. Now Horror Syndicate Lives, and now THS Discourse with these people. 8 for Halloween Kills and no interest in Candyman. Oh, that's a shame.
How come?
Speaking of Italian horror, yes, I have. Actually, I really was an advocate to get that to be on our top 25 list, but it did not make. Did it make our top 20? Della Morte Delamore?
I thought that was, yeah.
Let me look, because it may have made our top. It was in the top 10 maybe of mine, and I think Jared had a hit on his list also. Let me look real fast at our list that I own, by the way. Demon Knights. Yeah, it did. It did make the list. Check this out, guys. We have it in our top list of the 90s. And it's definitely, it's a hard one to find. I had to find a bootleg of it to buy because it's not readily available in this country. Or you can be region free. But yeah, this movie is excellent. It's definitely a movie I suggest to anyone. And it is on our list. And go back and watch that episode. We have 67 views. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I'm thinking also about doing my own personal top 25s for the YouTube channel, just because I want more Jesus, content. I can't talk. Content. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's really weird. I suggest it to Seth. Have you watched that one yet?
I have not.
You need to. You definitely need to. It has like 6 titles. I'm sure you can find one of them. Demons 95, Della Morte Delamore, Cemetery Man. That's an Italian movie for you. They got like 1,000 titles. But anyway, I'd like to do a ranking of Italian movies, but nobody likes Italian movies but me and Jared.
Well, it's not that I don't like them. I'm just behind.
Yeah. Well, you've seen what? You've seen some of the Fulci stuff. You've seen Demons. Did you watch both Demons movies?
Yes. I love both of the Demons movies. Yeah. So far, those are my favorites. I've seen.
Did you know that there are 3 versions? There are 3 different Demons 3s.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, and that's where I'm probably going to get a little confused because they're a little different too, aren't they?
They're all different. None of them are the same. Yeah. I did an article about it on thehorrorsyndicate.com. If you didn't know, people watching, we do have a website also, thehorrorsyndicate.com. It's fantastic. Not really. It's okay. You know what? Fuck it. It is fantastic. We just need to write more on it.
It's a great site. It is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not. You know,
I was thinking about that today.
So was Jared. Jared messaged me. He's like, "Oh, I want to write a review on this." So this is our website. If you haven't seen it before, this is what the Church, the Ogre, and Demone 3, or I think it's also called Black Demons. But I make sense. Here's all the different Demons movies, by the way. I try to make sense of what is actually Demons 3, which one's actually Demons 3. And I honestly don't remember which one I settled on. So let's see if it says it here. So if you're going to watch a Demons Marathon, The Church may be the best follow-up to the first 2 movies. But who cares? It's Italian horror. Not much makes sense. There are 8 movies. I spelled now wrong. As Demons. Yeah, so check it out. The Church is a good one. I like that one quite a bit, actually. It's got Dario Argento's daughter in it. Asia. I think I may have missed the beginning of the 90s. Well, check it out, man. It's on YouTube. One day you will never find an Italian zombie movie you like. So you've seen Zombie, right? What are the other ones that you've seen?
Talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, Demons 1 and 2, Zombie, The Beyond, and Suspiria.
Yeah. Watch Inferno. You need to get. Are you not on Shudder?
No, I'm not.
Dude. $5 a month.
Well, I'll make a deal with it. You watch Assault on Precinct 13, I'll do Shudder.
No, I have to find a copy first. Oh wait, it's sitting on my TV stand. It's actually right there.
I went through hell. I went through hell for that.
I know, and I appreciate you you going through so much to try to get me to watch this movie. Keith, you don't even know the half of it. He bought me a copy of it because it was on sale, I guess, on Shout Factory's website, and had it shipped to me as a secret. And then I guess it got lost in the mail because it was like over a month or something like that. It takes them like 5 or 6 weeks, it seems like.
Well, Keith knew about it because that other chat that all of us were in that you left, it's still open.
No,
and yeah, we got to re-add you. But so I sent him. So Nate also knew about it, and I was like, "Hey, what's Ray's address? I'm gonna order him a copy of Assault on Precinct 13 for his birthday."
Who had my address?
Keith.
Okay, how does he have my address?
I think he said that he stalks you every other weekend.
That's fine. I think everybody should have it because Jared has it. Nate has it. Nate sent me something before. Keith may have sent me. So I don't remember. Now everybody has. But I appreciate it. I will watch it for sure now that there's a copy of it. I know it's on HBO Max, but I found a way to block stuff on HBO Max and I blocked it. No, I didn't. I'll watch it. It's right on my TV stand for when I am able to come to terms with being able to watch the movie. Just the thing is, like, I like John Carpenter's horror movies. I'm not a huge Carpenter fan like you or Nate. And, like, I know Nate was like when I said I wasn't interested in watching that. Was it Carnival or something like that? What is it called? The Romero movie.
The amusement park.
The amusement park. Yeah, I was like, I really have no interest in seeing this. He's like, how can you call yourself a fan of Romero if you don't want to? I'm like, I never called myself a fan of Romero. I like his horror movies. I like a few of his movies. I never said I was a huge Romero guy. That's gatekeeping. You gave it to me when I was going to send you the inserts. Oh my god! And you want to come back on the show? Yeah, no, anyway, yeah, and I gotta tell you, the amusement park, I did not like it at all. I get that Nate enjoyed it and other people enjoyed it and understood what it meant, but it was just not something I ever wanted to watch, and I felt guilty for not watching it. My son's in there in the kitchen. Anyway, is there anything else you want to go over before we head out? I want to make a sandwich.
No, if you're good, I'm gonna actually do an article on the other recent news I've come across regarding Supernatural, about the prequel,
the Dean prequel. Is it?
Well, it's not about, actually. What's that?
What is it going to be?
It's called The Winchesters. It's actually going to be about John and Mary Winchester.
Oh.
And it's going to be narrated by Jensen Ackles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he actually approached it. So before the show even ended, so he's not done with Supernatural, and with the way that Jared Padalecki reacted to the news, that he's not done as Sam. So I think there's hope for the future of Supernatural.
I have no idea what happened in the last season, so that's something I desperately need to get caught up on. At some point. I just don't remember where I left off. Yes, I have not seen Nightmare Beach. That's on my list. Thank you. I definitely want to watch that one. Strip Nude for Your Killers one I need to finish too. What a great title, by the way. Yeah, write that article. We'll put that up maybe for tomorrow or something. I'm going to do another video of me reading people's comments on Paranormal Activity because that's the last thing I put up, asking what people thought. Generally, when it's going to be, that's how it's going to go. If I put something up on Facebook and says, "What do you think of this movie?" and I get more than 15 comments, I'm gonna pick through some of the comments. So your name may come up on one of these videos if you follow our Facebook page and comments something. And it's not because they're ridiculous or whatever. Watch the video that I did last or earlier this week, and you'll see what it's about. The video basically was about people reacting to Pinhead being a female, and I read Seth's comments and a few other ones. The one thing that really bothers me when people hear about the possibility of somebody getting recast like a Freddy or something is that if it's not Robert Englund, it's not for me or something like that. And it's like, that's fine. You don't need to watch it, but you probably should get off that because you might miss some great movies, you know? Mm-hmm. That's my opinion on it anyway. Because, I mean, Jackie Earl Haley or whatever, his movie for Nightmare on Elm Street was not the greatest, but, you know, somebody had to do it. It's, you know what, that movie could be the rebound chick of the Nightmare series because the next one could be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's like Rob Zombie's movies are the rebound chick. You had a great run. It's over. Here's our rebound. And now 2018, you know, and Halloween Kills are great movies.
Oh, but you know, it's like if anyone could have been a great replacement as Freddy, it could have been Jackie Earle Haley, and that whole argument would have been done. But because the movie wasn't so great, you know what I mean? And people blame him, and it's like he was probably the best part of that movie. The only problem with his Freddy was the makeup effects, really. I thought his performance was good, and the script wasn't very great. But
no. His stature bothers me. He's such a small guy. Like, he really is. He is tiny. And that's one of the problems. I mean, Robert Englund is not like a big, you know, hulking guy or anything like that, but you know, he's taller than pretty much everybody he attacks, which is something I think is kind of important because, you know, his silhouette is extremely imposing in my opinion. Robert Englund's, where Jackie, his silhouette was not at all, and he's a tiny. When he was fighting Nancy at the end of the movie, and he's smaller than her, that's problematic to me, you know, and that's why I like that in Halloween and Friday the 13th. Michael Myers and Jason are both bigger than everybody else for the most part, you know, and not that I'm saying he needs to be huge, but like a lanky, taller guy would be good, not a short guy who's, you know, like 110 pounds, because he's like 5'2" or 5'3". He's really short. Yeah. Give me at least somebody who's 5'10". But his performance wasn't bad. His makeup looked like crap. I really missed the hook nose, the witch nose from Freddy. That was a big prominent thing for me. Growing up.
I wish he did the slouch that Robert does, you know, that
the gunslinger slouch. Yeah. I mean, it could have been better, but now we can move on. We got that you know, that one out of the way. Let's do another one without Robert Englund, and it'll be fine. I know people want Robert Englund, but again, he's almost 70 or is 70. So yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get going. He's gonna write an article. I'm gonna eat his turkey sandwich. And I might watch Assault on Precinct 13, although I've got other movies I want to watch at the moment that are horror. So, plus I need to probably get started on Paranormal Activity. We're going to take a week off. Movies. July 8th, we're going to take a week off. Nate's going to be out of town. And then, God damn it, I know he doesn't want me to say that stuff. He's going to be in town, but not available. Let's just say that. And we're going to come back July 15th, and I'm finally going to watch the Rec movies, and we're going to talk about the Rec series, all 4 of them.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I know you are. We have a whole show on the remake. Go watch the remake. Had some good things. Are you talking about the Halloween remake or the Elm Street remake? Did we do an Elm Street remake show? Did we didn't go through all the Elm Street movies, did we?
There was an episode I think I missed. I wasn't on, but it was you, Nate, and Keith, and
we actually ranked them, the movies. The Elm Street movies. We have not ranked the Halloween movies or the Friday the 13th movies yet. as a collective. Yeah, I know we did the Rob Zombie remakes for Halloween. You could watch that. That's on our YouTube channel for sure. But we're gonna get going. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday. I know I will, and then we'll see you on Thursday. Later. We did. Oh, it was during the ranking. Okay. Yeah, that's on YouTube also, the Nightmare on Elm Street ranking. So check that out, and we will see you on Thursday with a new show and maybe more content from